All religions must be tolerated, for every man must get to heaven in his own way. An ignorant person is inclined to blame others for his own misfortune. To blame oneself is proof of progress. But the wise man never has to blame another or himself. Any person capable of angering you becomes your master. He can anger you only when you permit yourself to be disturbed by him. As you think, so you become. Our busy minds are forever jumping to conclusions, manufacturing and interpreting signs that aren't there. Authentic happiness is always independent of external condition. Be careful to leave your sons well instructed rather than rich, for the hopes of the instructed are better than the wealth of the ignorant. Be careful who you associate with. It is human to imitate the habits of those with whom we interact. We inadvertently adopt their interests, their opinions, their values, and their habit of interpreting events. Books are the training weights of the mind. Desire and happiness cannot live together. Don't be concerned with other people's impressions of you. They are dazzled and deluded by appearances. Stick with your purpose. This alone will strengthen your will and give your life coherence. Don't explain your philosophy. Embody it. Don't consent to be hurt, and you won't be hurt. This is a choice over which you have control. Every difficulty in life presents us with an opportunity to turn inward and to invoke our own submerged inner resources. The trials we endure can and should introduce us to our strengths. First, say to yourself what you would be, and then do what you have to do. Freedom and happiness are won by disregarding things that lie beyond our control. Freedom and happiness come from understanding and working with our limits. Begin at once a program of self-mastery. Stick with your purpose. Do not seek external approval. Do not worry about anything outside of your control. The only things you command are your thoughts and actions. We choose our response. Stop aspiring to be anyone other than your own best self, for that does fall within your control. Freedom is the only worthy goal in life. It is won by disregarding things that lie beyond our control. Stop aspiring to be anyone other than your own best self, for that does fall within your control. From this instant on, vow to stop disappointing yourself. Separate yourself from the mob. Decide to be extraordinary and do what you need to do now. God has entrusted me with myself. Happiness and freedom begin with a clear understanding of one principle. Some things are within our control, and some things are not. It is only after you have faced up to this fundamental rule and learned to distinguish between what you can and can't control that inner tranquility and outer effectiveness become possible. Have the wisdom to know what cannot be changed and the strength to change what can. He is a wise man who does not grieve for the things which he has not, but rejoices for those which he has. He who is not happy with little will never be happy with much. He who laughs at himself never runs out of things to laugh at. I am always content with what happens, for I know that what God chooses is better than what I choose. I have to die. If it is now, well, then I die now. If later, then now I will take my lunch. Since the hour for lunch has arrived and dying, I will tend to later. If evil be spoken of you, and it be true, correct yourself. If it be a lie, laugh at it. If someone speaks badly of you, do not defend yourself against the accusations, but reply, "You obviously don't know about my other vices. Otherwise, you would have mentioned these as well." If you want to improve, be content to be thought foolish and stupid. In trying to please other people, we find ourselves misdirected toward what lies outside our sphere of influence. In doing so, we lose our hold on our life's purpose. It is impossible for a man to learn what he thinks he already knows. It is our attitude toward events, not events themselves, which we can control. Nothing is by its own nature calamitous. Even death is terrible, only if we fear it. It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters. It's so simple, really. If you say you're going to do something, do it. If you start something, finish it. Keep your attention focused entirely on what is truly your own concern, and be clear that what belongs to others is their business and none of yours. Know, first, who you are, and then adorn yourself accordingly. Let silence be your general rule, or say only what is necessary and in few words. Man is not worried by real problems so much as by his imagined anxieties about real problems. Men are not troubled by things themselves, but by their thoughts about them. Never depend on the admiration of others for self-satisfaction. It is a fact of life that other people, even people who love you, will not necessarily agree with your ideas, understand you always, or share your enthusiasms. Never look for your work in one place and your progress in another. No great thing is created suddenly. There must be time. Give your best and always be kind. No man is free who is not master of himself. No matter what happens, it is within my power to turn it to my advantage.